Hi Rosy Friends, it's Julie, and can I tell you how afraid of you I am right now? It has officially been a year since I created a video. I did that day in the life thing video last July or early August. I can't even remember anymore because I can't think at all right now. But I'm in the middle of doing kind of an update one of those. But I thought that I would do this one right now because it'll be faster and I can put it out there and I can actually sit in front of the camera and just do this thing. I do want to update you on how I've been. There has been so much that has gone on. I mean, there's so much that has gone on for absolutely everybody in the last year, but I've been included in everybody, and good and obviously not as good. There's just been so much that has been happening, and I just needed to get back in here. For this video, I'm going to talk about this product right here, Noble Naturals Calm Balm, and the reason is because this was going to be my next video when I stopped making videos last year. I did stop making videos for a whole pile of reasons, which I will cover in a future video, including an extremely painful injury that had me immobile for quite some time. But yep. Anyway, but this was going to be my next video. This was where I was headed. I was committed to getting back into doing videos. I was so pumped. I was feeling really good, and then blam, I couldn't anymore. So today we're going to talk about Calm Balm. So I'm still using, by the way, the exact same skincare routine that you saw in my last video. I think it was in my last blog, if not my last one, my second last blog. I'm still using all the Noble Naturals products and the Bedrock Balm. And it doesn't really have any kind of smell. You can smell that there are ingredients there. You can smell, I can smell there's a bit of chamomile and there's a hint of the coconut oil that's in there. And I know a lot of people don't have a lot of luck with coconut oil on their skin. They find, at least not on their face. I don't when I use coconut oil straight up, but I find that in certain products when it's an ingredient, not just plain by itself, it doesn't seem to bother me at all. I have no idea why that is. I don't know if there are some ingredients in certain formulas that counteract whatever it is that coconut oil does when it's on its own. I just know that in this case, no, it does not irritate my face. It doesn't cause me to break out. That said, I don't use it all the time. It does have a different texture at this time of year than it does in the winter time, but not by much. Right now, let's see if it's gonna show up on the camera. So that's pretty gross looking, but like it's a balm. It's just something quite smooth. Let's see if I can see it. There's a little bit of shine there on my hand when I put it on there, but it does actually absorb, that actually feels really nice. But, yeah, there really isn't anything in terms of fragrance, like, well, there's no fragrance in it at all, but there's nothing in terms of smell or anything that would bother me, at least, if I put it on my face, which I do. I don't put it on my face all the time, as I said. In the wintertime, I use it the most. I use it before going out if I'm going to be facing extreme cold or extreme wind. Makes a huge difference. My skin isn't all stripped and horrible feeling after I come back in, and it isn't as irritated by the drying and like beating on the wind gives it. On really bad days in the wintertime, I'll put it on the driest areas of my face overnight. I don't put it on my entire face. I just sort of target the points, especially like here where it is just so dry, and then along here as well. In the summertime, I don't wear it in the daytime at all. I just use it in the night, and that's usually after a day where I've had a lot of sun exposure. I am crazy about protecting my face from sun exposure, but it happens, especially if there's just heat or you just can't have you can't stay in the shade the whole time I'm walking, something like that. I use a huge brimmed hat. I have sunscreen on all the time, the whole shebang. I try and stay in shade, but you have to get out in the sun. Sometimes it just is life, and that's what happens. So on those days when my face is still very irritated before bed, I'll usually put a bit of it, just tap it in to the irritated places overnight. When I wake up the next morning, it feels a heck of a lot better. It's cooling and it is soothing. I think that it's great for that chapped feeling that my face can get, that really dry, dragony feeling it can get along here at certain times. And it contains ingredients like meadow foam, jojoba, rice bran, calendula, chamomile, and as I said before, coconut, and it's the MCT oil. And I think it's a great combination for my skin. I used to use SBTC buckthorns rosacea salve in the exact same way. This is not at all the same product. It has a slightly different, it has a smoother consistency. It's also easier to get out of the little tin. The SBT had, normally you had to put some muscle into getting it out of there, except when it was quite melty during the summertime, but you had to put some oomph into getting it out. This is a much smoother product, but it isn't as much of a salve as it is. It actually, it doesn't quite sit on the top. It actually absorbs in. So I use it in the same way, but it's not quite the same product at all. And it does have different ingredients. It's a completely different brand and different product, but that's what I'd compare it to. If you've been following me for a while and you know what skincare products I've gone on and on and on about over the years, then that's the way I've been using it. So yeah, I know this was a quick video. I know this wasn't quite as thorough as my usual reviews, and I know that I have paused to tell you how scared I am on occasion, but I really just needed to do this first one to just jump back into making videos again. I have new editing software and new equipment, and I've got this ring light that is making a huge reflection on my glasses because I've never used a ring light before, and I don't know which of these settings is like the right one for my videos yet. So I'm just trying to do my best and figure it all out again. I feel like I'm doing my first video ever, but thank you for being here with me, Rosy Friends. It means a lot. And if you like this kind of video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little bell notification button in case you want to be alerted every time I make a new video. And other than that, I will see you next time.